Did this Marques Brownlee video even need a thumbnail? I mean, how effective was it? It's the new iPhone and it's Marques reviewing it. Of course it's going to get reviews. Let's break it down. Welcome to the Thumbnail Breakdown, your weekly review of anti-clickbait thumbnails. I just hate clickbait. And we're looking at MKBHD's video titled iPhone 17 Pro Air First Impressions, Spot the Red Flags. Most recent video on his channel that was just released. We'll be looking at what worked, what didn't work, and what you can actually learn from this thumbnail. Starting out with the first impressions of this thumbnail, kind of funny because this is a video about first impressions. And as I see this, I see exactly what I understand the video is about, right? I see Marques, I see iPhone, and I see that I probably want to click because it's timely. That's one of the things that this has worked into its advantage is the timely nature of the thumbnail. Apple just had their event, and so when Marques releases a video, I'm that much more willing to click. But did he even need a thumbnail for this? And how effective actually was it? It's more effective than you'd think. But first, let's look at the actual elements of this thumbnail. Breaking down the thumbnail doneness scale. This is my scale of how realistic thumbnails are, from rare to burnt. And rare essentially is a screenshot. Burnt is turned up all the way, crazy saturation, extremely exaggerated. You know exactly the type of videos I'm talking about there. And this is important and relevant as you're talking about the type of thumbnail that you're creating for satiating the audience watching it. You don't want to do a burnt thumbnail for a tech review necessarily because it feels super fake. And if you get into a video and it's just Marques talking about it, there's a mismatch in viewer behavior. So I would rate this thumbnail really within that probably medium rare into medium, just because of the amounts of polish done on this. I'd probably lean more into that medium rare right here on the thumbnail doneness scale. But as we're looking at this, right, it looks realistic. Yeah, there's some polishes done to it. It is photoshopped, but to a viewer very, very quickly, it seems like it's realistic. The elements here are very simple. It's Marques, which is a major branding factor of his channel, and then it's the iPhones. Those are the two main focal points. Yes, of course, you have 1, 2, 3 iPhones, 1, 2, 3, but they kind of blend together as one major object and focal point. The other thing that he did here, which is very intentional, but you may not even realize it, is the order of these iPhones. You go from 1 camera to 2 cameras to 3 cameras. And as just human beings, psychologically, we want to see things in order. We see 1, 2, 3, and that's exactly how he laid out these cameras. If he put the 3 cameras here, and then the 1, and then the 2, it actually would have just seemed very imbalanced on the thumbnail if you tried that out. The other thing that he did super well here is the color ordering, which that plays an effect too, where if you put this orange iPhone here on the left, it's going to draw so much of your attention onto that side of the thumbnail that a lot of the rest of this over here will end up getting lost to the viewer's eyes. The way that he laid this out is from lightest with a white phone to blue into orange, which is the brightest. And so my eyes instantly, as I see this, I'm kind of just getting this very, very quickly from here to here. I get the iPhone, I get the color, I understand this very, very easily. And interestingly enough, Marques is very limited on the colors that he can use, right? Because iPhones only have so many colors. I don't know exactly what they are out there, but he has to use the colors of iPhones that Apple just released at their event. They released a white one, the blue one, and this new orange one that I think is all the craze. And so while many YouTubers can actually just say, hey, I'm going to make this phone red because that's a very bright color, it's going to pop out, it would end up looking fake to the viewer and to a viewer who is very in tune with these big Apple productions and what they know about it. But again, before I get to my final verdict as to whether I would click it or not, how clickable the thumbnail was, we have to look at this and his channel page. And as we're looking at the channel page here, we see that this is not a clickbait thumbnail. In fact, I'm on a mission to end clickbait once and for all. If that's a mission that you can get on board with, go ahead and click subscribe to the channel right now because I'm doing these anti-clickbait thumbnail reviews every single week. But going through his channel page, and is this actually effective? Did he even need a thumbnail? Because you may be asking, okay, it's an Apple event, it's Marques reviewing it. he's going to get views no matter what. And while that is true to an extent at this point, because of the brand that he built up, he's doing these little psychological hacks that you could do too on your channel. He has, notice the order and the layout here, the style of this thumbnail. Marques holding up 3 phones. Right below it, what do you see? He's doing the exact same thing. First impressions. As we scroll down the page, you're going to see something very, very similar here where, oh, there's another first impressions for the Samsung phone. Smartphone awards, which isn't quite impressions, but it's done in a similar manner. And there's even others here, Google 9 phone, the first impressions. What he has done here is he's built up a format. He's built up a formula where every time he does the first impressions, one, it makes it easier on him because he knows exactly what the thumbnail is going to look like and the style is going to look like. But 2, it makes it that much easier on the viewer. They know every single time that they see a first impressions thumbnail like this, what it's going to look like, and they know what the video is about. And building thumbnails and building formats is about that familiarity with the viewer. Think about you're watching Netflix on a Friday night and you're not sure what to watch. Oftentimes you're going to default to the familiar, to the show that is your comfort show. You're going to watch that show that you know and understand. And so when you can do that with a viewer, you can make it that much easier for them to actually click into the video. And so, yes, he may have been able to get 5 or 6 million views from this video without that. It is those little details, sweating those little details is what brings it from good to great to that next level. In terms of the final verdict and how I would rate this thumbnail, all the way from wouldn't click, not really a great thumbnail, all the way up to instant click. I would instantly click this video. I'd probably rate this. I click that. I'm not super into tech, but yeah, I'd click that. I think he gets into for the super fans, into more of an instant click territory. And if you want to see how Nick DiGiovanni's recent thumbnail did about cooking for a lion and how my verdict was for that, you can watch this video next.